Effortlessly start a conversation with a woman. Let's consider a scenario where a woman is walking in high heels. Approach her confidently and ask, "How high are those heels?" After her response, compliment her, "Wow, you really know how to walk in them. Most women are so clumsy and uncoordinated. It's such a lost art. Good to know there are still some women around who know how to do it right. Did you have to go to charm school for that? How'd you learn?" This not only compliments her sophistication, but also her femininity, making her stand out from the crowd. But what if you're not conventionally good looking and she's quite attractive? This next opener is perfect for such a situation, especially in low-key settings. Walk up to her, shake your head in an exasperated way and say, "Hey, let me tell you something about good-looking people. We're not well-liked." It's a smart humor that will elevate your value in her eyes and make her feel that she's on your level of intelligence, opening her up for further conversation. Now, let's take a situation where you're in a shop or a shopping mall. This approach should be done in front of or very close to a mirror. Get a woman's attention and ask her, "Hey, what do you think?" while holding an item and facing the mirror, or just staring into a storefront window. If she seems confused, clarify with a playful tone, "No silly, I mean about you and me. Look how hot we are." This light-hearted approach can be an effective icebreaker. Your success depends on the emotions you trigger in her. Have you ever wondered why women might choose passion over logic? Or why they might favor an emotional connection over a rational one? Most women tend to make decisions about men, dating, and even sex based on their emotions rather than logic. This isn't a groundbreaking revelation, but the implications we've discovered from this are quite profound. The emotional triggers that govern women's decision-making are fairly consistent across different ages, cultures, and characters. Now let's break down these emotions into three broad states: attraction, comfort, and seduction. Attraction is the initial spark, the feeling that your social value matches or surpasses hers. It's the first step in any potential relationship, the stage where she's intrigued by your personality, your charisma, your confidence. It's about more than just physical appearance. It's about showing that you're someone worth spending time with. Next, there's comfort. This is where the emotional connection deepens. It's feeling safe and at ease in your company, knowing that she can trust you. It's about showing understanding, empathy, and respect. It's about making her feel valued and appreciated for who she is, not just what she looks like. Finally, there's seduction. This is the stage where physical attraction comes into play. It's about making her feel desired and attractive, but without any awkwardness or embarrassment. It's about understanding her boundaries and respecting her wishes, while also showing that you're attracted to her. Attraction isn't a process that happens by choice. In other words, a woman doesn't start talking to a man and say to herself, "Wow, this guy seems very smart and funny. Just the type of guy that I've been looking for. I think I'll feel attracted to him." This has evolved to my mantra, attraction isn't a choice. Attraction happens at an unconscious level as an automatic emotional response to certain cues. For men, attraction usually happens in response to a beautiful face and a nice body. For women, it usually happens for other reasons, although it can and does happen on occasion for physical reasons alone. Attraction does have a logic all of its own, complete with techniques you can learn in order to increase it. When a woman feels attraction to a man, she will do things that seem to be completely illogical, irrational, and even against her best interests, in order to be with the man who is the object of her desires. If you're stuck in the idea that a woman should feel attracted to a nice guy, then your first step is to open your eyes and take a look around at some of the obvious patterns that are hidden right in plain sight around you. There are a lot of guys who are average looking, average height, average income, etc., who have above average success with women. The nicest guys aren't usually the ones to whom women are attracted. There are a lot of men who are truly bad boys who get far more than their share of women. We humans, for the most part, are not in control of our attraction mechanisms, or other emotions for that matter. In other words, when we are attracted to someone else, it takes control of us, and there's almost nothing we can do about it. Attraction isn't a choice, it's an evolutionary mechanism that takes over our mind and body long enough to make sure we mate with someone with the best possible genes. Now, it's not important to the argument what your personal beliefs are about evolution. I think most people would agree that evolution happened on some level, and is responsible to some extent for our similarities and differences to other animals. Whether you believe that God started evolution or it happened on its own is irrelevant to the mechanisms of attraction. Women, for the most part, can't help what they are and aren't attracted to. They can't help it. Attraction works differently for men and women. For men, it's all about looks first, personality second. For women, it's more about personality than looks. Even though they happen for different reasons, I think that the gut-level emotional feeling of attraction is probably similar for both men and women. Attractive women are approached all the time, so they know the game and disqualify men very quickly. If you don't know what it takes to get past this instant judgment, you have little to no chance. Most men follow their emotional pulls and evolutionary and social conditioning when it comes to women. They do the wrong things for the wrong reasons at the wrong times. They've never taken the time to understand how attraction works, nor do they admit they need help, so they walk around blind for the most part. If you ask most women what they want in a man, they'll say, "Oh, I want a nice, honest, thoughtful guy who can communicate well." And the truth is, this is what most women want. But remember, there's a big difference between what women want and what makes a woman feel.